Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Begin investigation. Alright, so this is... The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examine button. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Okay, so let's just make sure I got everything here. So, yep, I got the basis of it. So yeah, I mean, really simple stuff. What was I gonna say? I feel like there was something I was gonna say. This is a good series. Play it if you want. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? A gun? If so, would that mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here? I think I've seen one of those before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So, it's the same type of revolver as the one that's used in the precinct's detectives. Could just be a coincidence, though. Maybe it's a common model, easy, cheap, I don't know. In this game, it wouldn't be a coincidence, but yeah, in real life, that might be a coincidence. Alright, so, let's examine the body. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's examine this body. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. That's something that was in the Phoenix Wright game, but Phoenix Wright said that. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and cranny or something. Surely, I think that was in the Phoenix Wright game anyway. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. Oh, that was gumshoe, whatever. In other words, he was shot. Yep. And until the autopsy's done, I think that's all we need to know. That we don't need to know. I don't know. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes. Good, it's not an autopsy report. Okay. Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I get it, Edgeworth. You keep it all in your organizer. When I want to re-examine, I touch the organizer button. But the organizer isn't only for evidence, I keep it for people's profiles. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Alright, this. What do we have here? Hey! Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey! I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Bodyface. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Alright, I think we can... Okay, yeah, so now... Oh, don't teach me how to do it! I just figured that out in my head. You can link these... You can link the detective and the revolver. Because, you know... The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Oh gosh. Okay, hang on. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes sir, on my way. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. The guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Let's see what else we can find about this revolver. Now it's gonna teach me how to do this. You gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheel to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Slide bar, zoom in and out, get nitty gritty. Alright. Let's check the bullets. One missing. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Oh, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. Your files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? I guess that's about all we're gonna find out. We should send the body over to Jim. Oh, it's the guy, the killer that was in the crime scene. Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? My voice doesn't hurt too much from doing that guy's voice. Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just leave me be! Let me be! Oh, sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure, just in a blood-stained suit, pal. I like doing this guy's voice. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am. I am Jack Ware, sportsman, prosecutor. Jimmy was my partner in crime busting. Look at that smile. It's obvious he doesn't care too much about his partner dying. He's my partner here in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth? I guess this is your office then. Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not! I know how things work around here. Our prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them, and only the owner of this office has a key to his or her own office door. It's already getting hard to do that voice. That is correct. However, I was not the one that killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So was you then! You're Jim's killer! No way, bro, you got it all wrong! Everybody calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. This investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right. My mistake. I tend to get a little too hard-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal that deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then, it's your room after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there, sir? There's our own animation. I want you to capture the scene and film for me. My final farewell to my partner Jim. Doesn't seem very humble. I should probably give them some space. Ah! Your jacket, sir! What is it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off on the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing around. So the killer not only shot the victim. Oh jeez. Okay. Not only shot the victim, but he shot your jacket as well? They dare to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in. What if they had shot through it? It would have been such a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. No, and there's something more here. Huh? Like what? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right in front of us. Oh, really? Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. He's talking about Phoenix Wright for those who haven't played the Phoenix games, the previous games, more like. But I have my own methods and will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence, or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. The bullet, I assume. This is it, the bullet hole where the contradiction lies. I think it's because of the gun thing. When I spot something that's off, I should touch a deduce button with conviction. Deduce! Is this the game where it's Eureka? That's awesome. I can't wait. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Eureka! This bullet hole is the contradiction! What do you mean, sir? It's elementary, my dear Watson. 2 shots were fired in this room. I know it doesn't say my dear Watson, I added that, shut up. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first found the victim. And the second found the frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What is that thing sticking out from behind the frame? It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it's nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Achoo! Achoo! Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here. I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. Ugh. This is my throat. Okay. So what has died? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Alright. I don't know, maybe I should take a break, and by that I mean just, play a bit more, next time I come around. Save, yes, save. So just, yeah, that was a really short thing, but I knew I didn't have much time to play, and so that was all my fault. But I did have fun, and so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. That was Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth Investigations. This is a great game. Play it if you have time, and if you don't, just I would say watch my thing instead. But the amount of parts that will be released of these, I bet there will be 3 parts, and then I'll accidentally stop. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Mind you, in a second.